ça, le moment est arrivé. Alors, nous sommes bien contents pour vivre ce moment avec James. Et alors, il y en a la parole. Pareil, nous dit qu'il a la retraite. Je connais, quand on pose la retraite, c'est-à-dire, quand on commence, par exemple, aujourd'hui, il faut qu'il nous aille jusqu'à 3 jours. Ou pas capable de dire, on va choisir un jour ici, et puis l'après-midi, un jour encore, tout ça, non. À cause qu'il a suite prolongement. Et alors, ça, la prière, guérison qu'il va faire, il commence avec sa préparation qu'il peut faire dans la prédication aujourd'hui. Prédication, avec un conseil, avec un témoignage, tout ça, jusqu'à lui-même quand il y a un roi qui nous finit par créer spirituellement, alors il va commencer son la prière pour guérison. Alors, ça vraiment une préparation spirituelle. Et donc, écoutez bien, et pareil, nous là aujourd'hui, alors nous suivons ça vraiment progressivement. Dans la matinée, après-midi, matinée, demain aussi, et l'après-midi, et normalement, il prévoit faire sa healing prayer, vraiment demain. Alors, donc, aujourd'hui, il faut vraiment préparation spirituelle. Là, j'aimerais il va faire la prière, mais demain, il faut vraiment plus intense encore. Alors, donc, c'est pour ça raison. Quand je dis là, pas faire un autre programme encore, ça, 3 jours là, bloquer ça 3 jours, 6 pour ici. Voilà. Donc, c'est comme ça qu'on appelle la retraite. Et il peut pareil aussi, quand on peut encore en cathédrale ou bien en ville là-bas, il peut même chose aussi. Quand on commence, pas arrêter. Finir le programme. Et comme ça, on va gagner pour la grâce. Ok? Merci beaucoup. Alors, Papa James, just a contribution. You can use on every time. So, I wish you.
Thank you, Father. So we begin by singing 1 or 2 songs and asking the Holy Spirit to come upon us. When we sing, use your hands, lifting the hands up or clapping hands. We can pray not only with our heart, with our body. We are the temples of God. Our bodies are the temples of God. Hallelujah. So use part of your body to praise God. Feel the presence of God here. He is here in the tabernacle. He is alive. The Holy Trinity is here in this church. Also in us, we are the temples of God. Through the Holy Spirit, both Father and the Son live in us. Let's believe, feel and experience within us. God the Father, thank you for having brought us together. We are your children. Through the Holy Spirit, we are able to call you Abba, Father. You are our Father. We are your children. Let us hold our hands together. Let us stand as God's children, holding hands in one spirit. Let us feel that we are His children. Not only those who are here, those who are in the island in a very special way, all the Christians, all the Catholics. Lord, in spirit and truth, we hold a hand with all the priests, our bishop, our nuns, and all believers. We are one in spirit. Father, we call you Father. You send your only begotten Son, Jesus, as our only Savior and Lord. Today we honor His name. We celebrate the feast of His name. It is in His name that we are saved. Thank you for sending your Son Jesus as our Savior. Thank you. We meet Him every day in our prayer. We meet Him in the Holy Eucharist, in the sacraments. We meet in our neighbors. Jesus, thank you for having come down to forgive our sins. Thank you for having come down to take all our illness, sickness, weakness on your body and to liberate us and heal us. Thank you, Jesus. You are always with us. You are Emmanuel, God with us. Thank you. Now you are here in a very special way. Thank you, Jesus. Praise you, Jesus. Hallelujah. 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 Father, together holding the hands, holding our heart, we call you Abba. Let us pray together. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Mary, Mama, good mother, be with us. Pray for us in this time, especially during these 3 days. Mama, pray as you prayed in Cana in Galilee. You prayed for changing water into wine. There are many things to be changed in our life. Mama, pray for a miracle in our life. Pray with us as you prayed with the apostles at Pentecost. Pray with us for all our problems, sorrowful problems, as you prayed at the foot of the cross. Mama, be with us. Pray for our families. Pray for our island, our church. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and forever. Amen. Turning to the right and left, give a shake hand or a hug with a smile. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice. This is from St. Paul, writing to Philippians chapter 4, verse 4. Rejoice always in the Lord. When we came here, what attracted us is that you are a smiling people. Hallelujah. You are a people with joy. That joy, not because of material things, but the joy of the Holy Spirit. Hallelujah. Now, one of the greatest gifts of the Holy Spirit is joy of the Holy Spirit. So we must be with that joy here. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice. Rejoice, rejoice, and again I say rejoice. Rejoice, rejoice, and again I say rejoice. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice. Rejoice, rejoice, and again I say rejoice. Rejoice, rejoice, and again I say rejoice. Please sit down. Yeah, it is with a great joy I stand before you now. I don't know how long I can stand. When I'm tired, I'll sit down. You don't mind, no? You know, I'm standing with the head of the altar, the table. I'm unable to stand otherwise. I need a support. So, afterwards, if I get much pain, for us, I can sit down and talk. You don't mind? Now, I just introduce myself. You know I'm a priest, Catholic priest. I belong to the missionaries of St. Francis de Sales. And I'm a preacher for the last 45 years, going all around the world. First time coming to your beautiful island. Hallelujah. Yeah. We were thinking that we are too late. We should have come earlier. Hallelujah. But nobody invited, so I could not come. Our Father Evers invited me, and I came. With me, you can see a few people. One is Gabi, dark, small, in size. She's not an Indian. I'm an Indian. I'm from South India, Kerala. And she's from Peru. That is South America. Hallelujah. I'm sure you have heard of her, Saint Rose of Lima, or Saint Martin de Porres, one of the first African saints, Martin de Porres. They come from Peru. Hallelujah. Long ago, that means in the year 2000, Gabi had a wonderful experience of the Holy Spirit. She was healed from her illness called multiple sclerosis, an illness that makes a person crippled. So she was healed completely from that, and she had a wonderful inner healing experience of meeting Jesus. And she consecrated her life to Jesus and decided to work for the kingdom of God. And that time my superior met her and appointed her as my personal secretary. Hallelujah. As you heard and as you know, 7 years ago, I fell ill with the Guillain-Barré syndrome. I was in coma for 2 weeks. I was breathing through ventilator for 4 long months, and I was completely paralyzed. For 1 year, I was unable to move, speak, and be normal. I'll come there. And it was difficult for me, and I could not eat with my hand. I could not take a shower and wash myself. Everything was done by God. So she is like a mother to me. Hallelujah. And she accompanies me wherever I go for evangelization. adjust with the tropical situation. Hallelujah. So pray for her. She's with us. She's taking some photos and some videos, etc. And she has only one son. And he became a doctor. That is Dr. Rich. Some of you met him last night, on the 31st night. And also in the video when we were meeting the president, you saw him, his wife, and their children. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. When I decided to come with Gavi here, they decided to spend a few days here as holidays. Hallelujah. And he is a preacher with me, so he will be preaching a few talks and making us to pray for us. And during this time session, if anybody wants a prayer by him or by Gavi, you can go. They will lay hands and pray for you. They are spirit-filled people with various charisms. Hallelujah. They have many gifts of the Holy Spirit. So, and his wife and children also are here praying for us. They may go to the water sometime for swimming. Hallelujah. Now, this is a retreat of 3 days, as you know. The retreat is for inner healing. We know Jesus came to this world for what all things. Number one, he came to take away our sins. You know, when Joseph decided to divorce Mary because she was found with a child, angel Gabriel came and told Joseph, she is pregnant by the Holy Spirit. Accept her as your wife and take her home. I have to name the child Jesus. Remember? Jesus. That means Messiah. One who will bring salvation. One who will bring forgiveness. And the angel said, you must name him Jesus because he will forgive the sins of all. Hallelujah. That is the good news. You know, angels were telling the shepherds in the field that you have a good news. You have a news of great joy. A child is born in Bethlehem in the manger. And the greatest thing that he will forgive your sins. Hallelujah. Yeah, one of the greatest problems of mankind today is not poverty, not discrimination, not terrorism, not physical illness like cancer or paralysis, etc. No, the greatest problem is the problem of sin. Hallelujah. Amen. All other problems comes from the root problem, sin. No doctor, no psychologist, no psychiatry can remove sin from the heart of a person. Hallelujah. Amen. Only God who became sin for us on the cross. That means he carried your sins, my sins, and sins of all those who live till now, and the sins of all who will have to live in the future. He carried on his body. Hallelujah. Amen. You know, when Jesus was walking on the road, John the Baptist told the disciples, look, the Lamb of God who takes away the sins of the world. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. John chapter 1 verse 29. John chapter 1 verse 29. Behold the Lamb of God who takes away the sins of the world. So Jesus came primarily to take away the sins of mankind. Hallelujah. Amen. That's why we repent, confess our sins, and we go to Jesus for forgiveness. You must know, many great people lived in the world. Nobody took the sins of man. Hallelujah. Amen. You know, there are many founders of religion. We know like Muhammad. Or in India there are many gods, founders of religion, Rama, Krishna, etc., etc. Because they are not mere stories, they are legends. But none of those legends or stories we see a person taking the sins of us and dying on the cross for us. Only Jesus Christ. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. That's why we say Jesus is our only Savior. Hallelujah. Only Jesus can remove the root cause of our problem. Hallelujah. So we get to take our sins away. Because of sin, man was separated from God, lost grace, as a consequence, fell sick in mind and in body. In the mind, they became sad, empty, depressed, fearful, with various kinds of complexes, and people even thinking of committing suicide, and feeling life finished. So, Jesus wanted to save humanity from that problems of the mind, and to give a new mind, to give a new life with power and strength. So he gives the healing of the soul. Hallelujah. For example, I am 74 years old in next April. I was born in a small village. I was 8, my papa died with a heart problem. I grew up with other 5 children. We are farmers, not rich people. Mama did not know to look after the farm. As a result, we have financial problems. Also, she has her own emotional problem. She lost the husband in young age. She was only 28 years old. And Papa died when he was 33. And we children lost the father. I felt I am an orphan. I missed the lap of my papa, the shoulder of my papa, and the hand of my papa. Papa used to put me on the lap, on the shoulder, holding by the hand and going in the garden, etc. I lost everything. So I had a lost feeling. And I was afraid of people. And I had inferiority complex. Always I thought I'm good for nothing. Because people are calling different names in the school. Because I'm dark, they were calling me Blackie. And I was fat, with much weight. So they were calling me Fatty. And I felt wounded. Naturally, I didn't like those 2 words. I used to fight with those who called me Blackie or Fatty. But I developed a wound in my soul. So I was keeping myself away from people. I was withdrawn. I didn't want to communicate with the people. I didn't want to smile at people. I was a peculiar man. Also, I had much anger, aggressiveness, fighting with the companions, and fighting with my mother at home, even for small things. Fighting with my brothers and sisters. I was a very naughty boy. Hallelujah. And I came with all those inner problems. And I, in the school or in the university, never appeared before people to give a talk or to perform something like a dance or a tableau, nothing. I was shy because of my inferiority complex. I thought I am good for nothing. Hallelujah. I'm not presentable before others. That was a thought in my heart. I wanted to become a priest because when I was small, Papa died, I told you. Every day, Mama was taking all the children to the church for the mass offered for Papa. Hallelujah. Mama offered a Gregorian mass, a set of 30 masses for the soul of my father. And we were going with Mama. Once I asked Mama, why so many masses offered for Papa? And Mama said, if only masses are offered, Papa will go to heaven. I loved my Papa very much. By all means, I wanted him to be in heaven. So as a small child, 8-year-old child, I made a decision. One day, I will become a priest and say many masses and send Papa to heaven. Hallelujah. Amen. So that was my vocation. Hallelujah. Amen. So if Papa had not died, I could not have been a priest. Papa wanted to make me an engineer, keeping me on the lab. Often he used to say, I'll make James an engineer. That was a plan of my physical father. But my heavenly Father had another plan, to make me an engineer of souls. What I am doing now. Hallelujah. So the death of my Papa was necessary to make me an engineer of souls. Hallelujah. So, and sometimes when somebody dies or some misfortune happened in our family, we think, oh my God, why God did bad things to me? You know, God never does bad things. Always God does only good things. Sometimes with our small eyes, we are unable to see that. The plan of God. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 11, verse 29 says, Book of Jeremiah, 29, verse 11. I have a beautiful plan for your life. That is for your welfare. That is for your good future. When you come to me and pray with all your heart, you will find me with my plan. Hallelujah. So God has always a beautiful plan for each one of us. Each one whom He created in His own image and likeness. But we are human. Sometimes in our emotion, our sorrow, we are unable to see the plan of God. Hallelujah. So we will curse God. Why God it happened? Are you not merciful, Father? Why do you look at my sorrow? I have this poverty. I have this illness. My beloved husband died. My beloved child died. God, where are you? Often people ask this question. It's because we are unable to see with our inner eye the great plan of God for us. Hallelujah. So in a retreat like this, we should give our heart to the Lord, ask Him to heal us and liberate so that we may be able to see God's plan. You know, when Papa died, Mama was very much different, sad. But she attended a retreat where she found that her husband's death was God's will. Hallelujah. From that moment she never cried. From that moment she never, said, why God did this to me. She was always happy. Although not much money and no means to take care of the sick children, she was always a cheerful mother. Because in the retreat, through the Holy Spirit, she knew that all that happened in her life was from God's hand. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So my children, I call you my children, I am old enough to call you my children. Shall I call you? Yes, you are my children, I love you. I take you to my heart. Yes, for us many negative things happened in our life. We should know everything happened according to the divine plan of God. Hallelujah. And then I became a priest in the congregation of the missionaries of St. Francis de Sales of Annecy, a French congregation. I was always shy. I could never give a homily. When I became priest, I said first Mass. For the first Mass, I prepared a homily in a paper. I wrote down and kept it in a new Bible on the side. And for the first Mass, there were many, many thousands of people in the church. And I came and began the Mass, always looking down on the floor. I was shy, afraid to look at people's face. Then I went to the stand to read the Gospel. I read the Gospel. Then I began to shiver. I did not know how to begin the homily. I fixed my both eyes on the big door behind. I didn't want to look at the people. I thought of preaching, looking at the big wall or on the door. And then I forgot where I kept the paper, whether on the right side or left side. With both hands, I was searching for the paper. Always I was getting the paper of the Bible, not the paper I kept. And I began to sweat, shiver. 5 or 6 times I said, my dear, my dear, I could complete one sentence. Hallelujah. And 3 or 4 minutes passed. The priest came at the door and told, enough what you preach, continue with the mass. Hallelujah. I was like a balloon blown out. I felt so much wounded. People in the church was laughing, especially children. What a young priest, could not speak even one sentence. And then I continued with the mass. After mass, when I went to the sacristy, the parish priest said, Father James, you are a missionary of St. Francis de Sales. What are you going to preach? It was a shock. It was a wound. In my heart, I decided in my life, I will not preach. I shall do any work, social work. You know, in India, there is a chance for social work. Or I can teach in the seminary as a professor because I have degrees. So I said to myself, no preaching. I will not preach. I tell you, my children, till 1975, I became priest in 73. And so after 1.5 years, I never preached a homily. Till a young spirit-filled boy prayed for my inner healing. I was liberated from my fear, liberated from all my inferiority complex. Then the Holy Spirit told me, go and preach the gospel. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. And I started preaching. From that onwards, until now, I did no other work except preaching. Hallelujah. Amen. When you feel clapping hands, you can clap hands. Don't worry, although it is in the church. And Jesus liked that we rejoice. Amen? Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. So, thus I am a preacher now before you and before the whole world. Because I was healed within. Amen? Amen. 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 Also, Jesus came to this world to give us physical healing. He took all our illness on his body and died for us. We read in 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 24. Jesus took all our infirmities and illness on his body on the cross and died for us so that we may be healed to live a holy life. Amen? Amen. 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 So, perhaps some of you are sick. The Lord took all our illness 2,000 years ago to heal us. And we are healed. On his part, we are healed. I too was sick, my children. As a young priest in the year 1975, I fell ill with a tuberculosis in my kidney, TB. Also kidney stone, kidney infection. I was in the hospital for about 2 months. First without diagnosis, then they diagnosed the illness and they prescribed 90 days of injection for tuberculosis. And after 90 days of injection and operation for the kidney, I was in the hospital, very lean, pale, sad, because as a young man, I felt ill. I was not able to move out from the bed. Naturally, I felt what you call unhappy. That time, a spirit-filled young man came and prayed for the Holy Spirit. I told you that time I was healed with him. Also, I was healed from my physical illness. Hallelujah. I'll speak more about it later, how it happened. So, I see in my retreat for the last 45, 46 years, many people getting physical healing. Hallelujah. Amen. There are some people who got physical healing even in my prayer on night on 31st. How many are here who received healing? Put the hands up. Those who are healed on the 31st night at the midnight program. Can you stand up, please? Yeah, I just came. Let's give an applause. Not I who healed. I presented you Jesus, and Jesus touched that healed. He is the only healer. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. So Jesus came to forgive our sins. Jesus came to heal our soul, our interiority. Also, Jesus came to heal our body. Hallelujah. Amen. Then we have another enemy, devil. You know, when that giant man was created in the image of God, devil was angry. That's why when Adam and Eve enjoyed life in paradise, devil came there to tempt them. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. God told Adam and Eve not to eat a fruit from a particular tree. Not because the tree was bad. Not because the fruit was bad. Jesus, God, when He created the whole world, He gave the whole world to man, to Adam and Eve. And God wanted Adam and Eve to belong to Him, belong to God. How to belong to God? By loving. So, how do we love God? Very clearly, in the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 15, God writes, if you love me, keep my commandments. Let's all repeat that sentence. If you love me, keep my commandments. Come on, repeat. If you love me, keep my commandments. Once again, all together. If you love me, keep my commandments. Hallelujah. Amen. So always, this is what God says. If you love me, keep my commandments. So God gave a command to Adam not to eat. And what happened? The devil came there to say, oh, God cheated you. God said a lie. If you eat this fruit, you will become gods. That's a lie of Satan. You know, Satan is a liar. Hallelujah. In John chapter 44, chapter 8, verse 44. John 8:44. Devil, Satan is a liar and father of lies. Hallelujah. Amen. So when we say lie, we are on the side of Satan. Hallelujah. Amen. God is truth. God is truth. Jesus said, I am the way, I am the truth, I am the life. Only through me you can come to my Father. John chapter 14, verse 6. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Let us repeat that. I am the way. Come on, repeat. I am the way. I am the truth. I am the life. Only through me you can come to my Father. Only through me you can come to my Father. Again, I am the way. I am the truth. I am the life. Only through me you can come to my Father. Only through me you can come to my Father. Keep that word in your heart. Jesus is the only way to God the Father. Jesus is the only way to heaven. And He is true, fullness of truth, no lie in Him. All His promises are true. And He came to give us life. He is life. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. We are Christians and we have that life. We are Christians, we have the truth of Jesus. And we know that He is the only way. No Rama, no Krishna, no Muhammad, Allah, no. And Jesus is the only way to eternity. Hallelujah. Amen. And we must know that thoroughly. That He is the only way. And here, devil came with a lie to Adam and Eve. And Adam and Eve said yes to Satan, forgetting the word of God. That is sin. We also commit sin like that. We forget the commandments of God, words of God, and we do as we like, and behind every sin there is Satan. Hallelujah. Amen. Satan doesn't like that we enjoy paradise. That means, paradise means life with God. So Adam and Eve committed sin and lost paradise. We know the heaven was locked. Not allowed to go to heaven after Adam, anybody. So completely heaven was locked. And the whole world was under the power of Satan till Jesus was born in the manger. Hallelujah. Amen. So people lived in darkness, committing sin upon sin. Then the Lord wanted to liberate the whole world from the power of Satan. Hallelujah. Amen. So Jesus came to this world to liberate us from the power of Satan. Hallelujah. Amen. And you know, Satan is a big enemy in our life. Now I just read as an introduction to this retreat verse from St. Paul to Ephesians. Listen carefully. Ephesians chapter 5, 15 to 19. Watch carefully how you live, not as foolish persons, but as wise, making the most of the opportunity, because the days are evil. Hallelujah. Amen. Therefore, do not continue in ignorance, but try to understand what is the will of God. Do not get drunk on wine, in which there is sin, but be filled with the Holy Spirit. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Understand the meaning of this verse. Don't be fools, but be wise. Make use of the opportunity every time. Don't continue in ignorance. You should always know God's will. Don't get drunk on wine. That means alcohol. But be filled with the Holy Spirit. So many good advices. Now, who are fools? In the Psalm 14:1, Psalm 14:1 we read, the fool says in the heart, there is no God. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. I know, my children, there are some people in this island who do not believe in God. Some Catholics who are baptized but left the church, lost the faith. They say there is no God. Christ is not alive, etc., etc. And living in the darkness of the soul. They are fools. They think they are wise, they are proud. You know, long ago, in the year 1980, I went first time to America to preach. You know, coming back from America, I wanted to go to Germany to see a German who helped me for my priestly studies. And then I was returning to India. I was flying by Air India. Next to me, there was a couple, Mr. Albert and Mrs. Annie. They introduced themselves, asked me, James, why did you go to America? I said, I went to preach the gospel. Gospel? Are there such fools preaching the gospel today? Then I said, there are many fools, I am one of them. Hallelujah. Amen. There are many fools who preach the gospel, I am one of them. Then Albert said, I don't need a God. I have everything. I have much money. All my money in the bank and in the insurance. Whatever happened to me, the insurance would take care of it. And he went on speaking about the pride of his money, his wealth, and if they were healthy people. Then suddenly the aeroplane started shaking. And there was an announcement to tighten the belt. So we tightened the belt. And then the aeroplane was shaking very, very violently. we thought we are going to have breaking up of the aeroplane. So, like in the ship moving up and down. And the captain said, we are going through an air pocket. Don't worry, the plane will go well. Don't be alarmed. All the crying. We thought the aircraft would crash. Then Albert was near to me. He asked me, Father James, what is happening? I said, only a few feet more to heaven. Hallelujah. Already we are 35,000 kilometers, so only a few feet to heaven. He understood. Then he said, Father James, I'm sorry. I told you that there's no God. There's no need of a God. Money alone required. And we are going to die in this aeroplane. We will not land in India, in Bombay. No. What to do right now? Please tell me. I wanted to tell them, make a good confession. Hallelujah. But I asked the Holy Spirit what to do. You know, in my life, I never do anything without asking the Holy Spirit. Hallelujah. He is my constant companion. We read in John chapter 14, verse 16. I'll give you Holy Spirit, the Paraclete, to be with you always. Hallelujah. So in spirit, I asked, what shall I tell Albert and Annie? And the Lord gave me an answer. I said, come on, unfasten the belt, stand up with me and call the name of Jesus. I stood up and said, Jesus, Jesus. Annie and Albert, in their voice, they started shouting, Jesus, Jesus. And 353 people in the aeroplane, irrespective of religion or faith, stood up with us and started saying, Jesus, Jesus. Oh, it was a wonderful experience. I'm sure there were Hindus, there were Muslims, but there was no other way to escape except the name of Jesus. That's why everyone began to say with all their heart, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. My children, I really saw Jesus coming to the aircraft. And he was telling James, have no worry, I'm with you. I said in loud voice, just stop your heart. I said to the people, Jesus is with us, don't be worried, don't be anxious. But nobody was prepared to listen. And after some time, we felt the aeroplane was landing. All were in pin drop silence. The aeroplane that took off to India returned to Frankfurt in Germany because there was something wrong with the engine. And we rushed out of the aircraft. We gathered in the airport. Then the captain, the pilot who was running the aeroplane, came and apologized. We asked him pardon. When the aircraft went up, there was nothing wrong. But suddenly, 3 engines got wrong. Only 1 engine was working. We had no communication with the land. We did not have any wireless connection. And we did not know what to do. It is then you call the name of Jesus and shout it. And then we were able to communicate with the Germany and land you safely here. Hallelujah. You know what happened then? Each one in tears was telling the name, Jesus saved, Jesus saved. Albert and Annie came and embraced me. Father James, thank you. You know, when we were talking before this accident, Albert said, all my needs should be met by insurance. My life is insured. Even my plane ticket is insured. I don't worry. Then he asked me, Father James, is your life insured? I said no. Even now, my life is not insured. No, that when I fell ill, I have no insurance. So I spent much money for my treatment. But now I have no insurance. So I told Albert, I have no insurance. Then Albert asked me, are you a fool that you have no insurance? Then I said, no. I have an insurance with Jesus. Hallelujah. I have an insurance with Jesus, with the Holy Spirit. He would take care of me. And then he laughed. Then Albert had told, James, I never met a fool like you. That means ensuring the ticket, ensuring life with Jesus through the Holy Spirit. Fool. So embracing me after the accident, Albert said, Father James, your insurance is greater than my insurances. Hallelujah. And we became friends. And then he came several times to India, especially to the retreat house I founded, Kailash Bhavan in Kerala. Several times. Once when he came, I was not there. I was out for preaching. He asked my superior, where is Father James? And my superior said he went out to preach. And he said, please tell Father James that both of us are having now insurance with Jesus. Hallelujah. Then my superior asked me, how do you pay the premium? You know, when you have insurance, you have to pay premium, no? At every month. You know what he said? Every day we go to the Holy Mass and see Holy Communion. Every day we pray sometime. We keep apart some money for the poor. Every month we keep apart. And thus we pay the premium. Hallelujah. Amen. Thus they began a real, authentic Catholic Christian life. They were from England. Now Annie died and Albert is still alive and he is still in the insurance of God. Hallelujah. Amen. So my children, there are many people thinking that money is enough, wealth is enough, health is enough. I remember when I was in Austria, one healthy man came and told me, Father, I don't need a God. But as when I felt ill like you, I called God. Hallelujah. Now I don't need God. I'm healthy. After a few days, someone told me, Father, Herman, that was his name, Herman is in coma. Please go and visit. Suddenly, his hypertension went up and he was in coma. He didn't get a time to make a confession or to get a sacrament of the anointing and he was in coma. So his friends or neighbors called me, Father James, please come. A man who said, I am healthy, I don't need a God. I know many people when they are healthy, they think, I don't need a God. When they have much money, they think they don't need a God. And the Bible says, fool says in the heart, there is no God. Hallelujah. Amen. Let's ask ourselves, are we fools? Are we really believing in God, believing in God, Jesus our Savior? Or are we solely relying on our wealth, money or health? This will vanish. After few days, few months, or few years, we will go back to the dust from where we were shaped by God. Hallelujah. Amen. You know, when God shaped us, He breathed His Spirit into our nostrils. Book of Genesis, chapter 2:7. He breathed His life. You must know, at every moment, Jesus is breathing His life through our nostrils. When that breath is stopped, that body. Hallelujah. Amen. Do we think about it? Now we breathe and breathe out. We never feel about it. I say a Christian, when he is breathing in, he must say, thank you, Lord. It is His breath that sustains in the life. The greatest gift you and I have is the gift of life. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. We know when for a few seconds a few minutes, that blood is finished, doctor will certify, that body. No more they will call me James or Father James and say that body. Hallelujah. So this is a case about you and about me. So my dear children, thank God, praise for God, and let's not be fools. So, who is wise? Psalm 14, 2 says, wise man always sees God. Hallelujah. Amen. Wise man sees God always. Hallelujah. Amen. You are wise, that's why you are here. You are here to seek the Lord. Yes, Jesus said, seek, you shall find. Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. Ask, you shall be given. Seek, you shall find. Knock, the door will be open to you. You know, I have written a beautiful book on that. Behold, I knock, with the picture of Jesus knocking the door of heart. And if you open the heart, the Lord will come and abide in us. As you know, I have brought some books for those who want to buy. They'll be sold during the break time, and you can have it. So this is one of them. Behold, I knock. It is both in English and in French. All the books are available in both languages. It's okay. And Gabi will tell about it after this my talk. Oh, my children, I tell you, fool says in the heart, there's no God. The wise man sees God, and when he sees with all the heart, he finds him. Jeremiah 29, verse 13. If you search him with all your heart, you shall find him. As I told you the testimony, in the aeroplane we were searching with all our heart, my Jesus, my Jesus, my Jesus. When the poor man cried out from the heart, the Lord comes down. Hallelujah. Amen. Yeah, we have to seek God always. And the book of Isaiah, chapter 55. Book of Isaiah, chapter 55. Verse 6 onwards. Seek the Lord while you may find him. Call him while he is near. Let the scoundrel forsake his way, and the wicked man his thoughts. Let him turn to the Lord for mercy, to our God who is generous in forgiving. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Seek the Lord while he can be found. You come to this church now for this retreat. Really, if you are seriously seeking, you will find him. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Yesterday somebody came to my room to see me. And he started confessing his sin. And then I prayed, just give a blessing. Immediately that man, he must be here. With the tears, I met Jesus. I met Jesus, he's my Lord. You are saying great sin. But he met Jesus when he confessed, acknowledged his sins. That's why the Lord says, let the scoundrel, let the wicked renounce sin and cry out to God. Hallelujah. Amen. You know, book of Jeremiah, chapter 33, verse 3. Call God with all your heart, you shall find him. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Yeah, that's the telephone number of God. 333. Chapter 33 of Jeremiah, verse 3. Call on the Lord, he will answer you. Hallelujah. So let's say we have any problem, we call Jesus, 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 come to me, save me. Like Peter, when he was trying to walk over the water like Jesus, he got a fear and fell down. He again cried, Jesus, have mercy. Suddenly Jesus gave the hand and lifted him up from the water. You know the story, no? Hallelujah. So for his name, he shall be there. Today we have the feast of the holy name of Jesus. Hallelujah. And during the Holy Mass in the evening, I will be speaking more about the power of the name of Jesus. So, the Lord said, we must turn to Him and ask for His mercy. You know, 3 years ago, during the Holy Week on Ash Wednesday, that is in 2016, Holy Father Francis appointed me as a missionary of mercy. Hallelujah. Amen. You know, he called 700 priests from all over the world and anointed us and gave us the title Missionary of Mercy. We are living in a time of God's mercy. I was happy when I was coming to the church. You are reciting the Divine Mercy chaplets. Hallelujah. Amen. We have to ask God's mercy. And what is mercy? God giving something to us which we don't deserve. The greatest mercy is the gift of Jesus, the only Son of God. We don't deserve. We offended Him. We offended God by our sin. But still, in His mercy, He sent His Son as our Savior. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. And every day, if you are breathing out and if you are living a life, it's God's mercy. Just imagine last night, several people died in the world. Maybe by accident, old age, sickness, but we are alive. Hallelujah. Amen. God's mercy. Not because of our might, not because of the best food we have, no? Not because of the money we have, no? Because God's mercy. That's why every moment, putting a hand on the chest, we must be able to say, Lord, thank you for your mercy. Hallelujah. Amen. If you are living, it is His mercy. If you have food and drink, it is His mercy. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. So let's have that attitude always. And I was telling, seek the Lord if you are wise. And the book of Ephesians very clearly says, don't continue in ignorance. One of the worst problems in the world today is ignorance. Book of Hosea, chapter 6, verse 6 says, it's a warning to priests, to weavers and to me. You priests, people are perishing because of ignorance of God's word. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Yes, it's a duty of a priest and duty of a Christian to preach the gospel. Hallelujah. Amen. That's why you, my children, in spite of my illness, you don't know the pain I have at this moment. You know my disease is a neuro disease. And Guillain-Barré syndrome means the bacteria attack all my nerves. I lost all the nerves. I was in coma. I'm fully paralyzed. Slowly, God gave back the nerves and started movement. Now I'm able to stand so much. And I lost all my nerves with that illness. Now constantly I have a pain called neuropathic pain. The nerves pricking day and night. Pain. So most of my nights are sleepless nights. And about that, God gave me some strange wounds, mystical wounds on my body. That also pains today, especially Friday. I had bleeding last night, much. Now also, each wound is paining. Now, why I stand and preach? I should normally lie down, take rests. But always I hear a word from Jesus. I thirst. You know that word? John chapter 19, verse 28. On the cross, Before he was dying, he said, I thirst. That thirst was not for wine, not for vinegar, not for bread. It was a thirst for souls. Hallelujah. Amen. All we shall hear that. I thirst. I thirst. I ask myself, can I quench his thirst in one way or another? How can I? How can I gain souls for him? He's thirsty for souls. That's why I came here. When Father Evers invited me, I could say, Father, it is too far. I'm in Germany in a cold climate. I don't want to come to this hot climate, sweating. And I don't want Father. I could deny very mission. But taking his email, I prayed. And the Holy Spirit was telling the words of Jesus. I thirst, I thirst. Then I knew the Lord is thirsting for the souls in Seychelles. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. He's thirsting for his island. When I met the bishop and the president, I came to know next year we are completing 250 years of the existence of the island. Hallelujah. Amen. Maybe the Lord wanted me to come and prepare you for that next year's performances. Maybe to consecrate our country fully to Jesus' heart. Hallelujah. Amen. So God was telling, I thirst. Then I said, I shall go. Usually in the month of December, January, I don't go for preaching. I take rest and have my own retreats. It's a cold season. All throughout the year I go and I have physiotherapy. But this I took up when Father Evers wrote me. Because the Lord was telling strongly, I thirst. Also I had another law which I tell you. Don't crucify me. Do not crucify. You know, Jesus was crucified 2,000 years ago, we know. But how do we crucify him again? Today it is not the Roman soldiers or the Jewish people who crucify Jesus, but Christians who received baptism and received the word of God and share the body and blood of Christ at the Eucharistic table. When they leave faith, they re-crucify the Lord. Hebrews chapter 6, verse 6. Hallelujah. Amen. Yeah, when we Christians commit sin and go away from God, we are re-crucifying Jesus. And the Lord was telling clearly, many people in the island re-crucified. Hold my name in contempt. James, go. Hallelujah. I obey God and faith in you. My children, open your heart to the Holy Spirit. You have two attitudes in the retreat. One, you can close your heart to the word of God. Close to God's grace. If you close, the Lord cannot come in. But open the heart and say, Lord, I am a sinner. I acknowledge my sin. Here I am. Save me, Lord. Yes, as we read in the book of Revelation, Apocalypse, chapter 3, verse 20, behold, I come and knock at the door of your heart. Hallelujah. Amen. And if you open your heart, I will enter in and dine with you. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. So let's open our heart to him. Yes, the Lord says very, very clearly to open our heart to him and return to him. Let not be ignorant. I've come, my children, to remove your ignorance. But as some of you think God is not existing, yes, my children, God exists. That's why I am standing for you. Hallelujah. That God is not Allah, not Rama, Krishna. It is Jesus Christ the Lord. He is our God. like a Hindu, Rama Rama, no. When I say God, it means Jesus and the Father and the Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity. Amen? Amen. Amen. My God is Jesus. And when I look at Jesus, I see God the Father. That's what Jesus told Philip, the Apostle Philip. He who sees me, sees my Father. John chapter 14, verse 9. Also Jesus said, I and my Father are one. John chapter 10, verse 13. I and my Father are one. So in Jesus Christ, we see God's love, God's forgiveness, God's mercy, God's face. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So when we say, God, my God, I'm saying, my Jesus, my Jesus. Not Allah, not Rama. Amen? So a Christian should know the meaning of the word God. That is Holy Trinity. Amen? Amen. And you should know, only Christians are able to call God our Father. You know, for the Jews, it's a blasphemy. For a Muslim, it is a blasphemy to call God, Allah, Father. No. Allah has no children. Hallelujah. And Hindus, you know, they have no personal God. You know the number of gods in my country, India? 33 million. There are 33 million gods among the Hindus in India. Hallelujah. They are laughing. Hallelujah. We know we believe in one God, the Father Almighty, no? But the Hindus, my brothers and sisters in India, believe in 33 million gods. That's why elephant is a god, monkey is a god, donkey is a god, snake is a god. All living creatures are gods. And man also becomes gods. Hallelujah. That is Hinduism. That's only mythology. Not really revealed God. Hallelujah. Amen. So we should know the distinction between religions and the speciality, the uniqueness of Christianity. Hallelujah. Amen. Why we are able to call God Father? Because of the Holy Spirit in us. And we read in Galatians chapter 4, verse 7. God in His mercy allowed His Son to be born of a woman, Mary. And He gave His own Spirit to us. So along with Him we are able to call God Father. Amen? Amen. We have the same Spirit of Jesus in us. Hallelujah. Amen. God has only one Son. In fact, only God, Jesus, can call God Father. But He gave His own Spirit. So standing along with Jesus, we can say, Our Father. Amen? That's the way He taught us to pray, no? Our Father. Why? With Jesus, the same Spirit, with all the Christians all over the world, we say, Our Father. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. Praise you, Jesus. Amen. And next, Ephesians we read, removing ignorance, always know the will of God. You know, in the prayer of Father, we say, Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. But we never asked what is God's will. I just read 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 3. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 3. Please listen. This is the will of God, your holiness. What is God's will then? Holiness of our life. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. In every retreat, I ask the question to all those who participate. What is God's will for you, my children? And then the answer is, my holiness. My holiness. Hallelujah. Amen. Because the word of God very emphatically, powerfully says, this is God's will for you. Your holiness. Hallelujah. Amen. So I'm going to ask, what is God's will for you, my children? Say, my holiness. I say, stand up and answer. What is God's will for you, my children? Amen. Hallelujah. Standing before the Lord. Put a hand on your chest. Touch your conscience, your inner soul, and say to yourself, God's will for me is my progress. My sanctity. Lord, I am here. I want to be holy. I do not want to continue in my ignorance. I want to seek you and find you. I want to live in you. You are my Lord and my God. You are my Jesus. You are my Father. You are my God. Thank you. guardian angel and like a mother. Hallelujah.
Hello? So,
Who is managing the microphone? Please.
actually, I am here to give you some peasants. So, who would like to have a peasant? Only a few people. Okay. I have here two books. I would like to know who is married or would like to get married. Only few married couples. Father James has written a beautiful book that is called Paradise Store. Actually, the marriage should be a paradise. Where husband and wife should love each other and love the children. And it's a beautiful book for the people that they are married or that they would like to get married. With all the ideas, with all the commandments of the Lord to have a beautiful, nice marriage according to His will. So, I would like to know who wants to have this book. Here is the book. Who would like to have this book? Are you shy? So I have here a book in French that is called, I don't speak French, Liberación de la maldición de la loi. So I don't know if I said it correctly. You know, Jesus came to the world, like Father James says, and took our sins, took our sicknesses, and took our curses as well. And in this book, Father James speaks why the families or the people still have the consequences of the curses. And it will be, I think it's the only Catholic books. There are some Christian books written by Protestants, but I think that is the only Catholic one. So, who wants to have this book? Here is the book. It's in French. Many people ask me many times, who is Father James? Not here, of course, but in Europe. They wanted to know who is really Father James, how does he pray, what does he do, how was his life, how is now his life. All these things, more or less, that happened to him. And actually, I am not a writer. I didn't want to write a book. But it was the people brought me to write this book. It's a book, more or less, a biography of Father James, and here I think 2017 or 18. And in this book, I explain his life, his way of praying, his suffering, some of his caresses. And I know that here many will be curious to know as well who is Father James. So the book is in English, The Passion, the Blood, the Fire, and the Spirit, as is the title, and has his photo in front. So who wants to have this book? I don't know if Father Jim has spoken, no, today he didn't speak about it, about the Benedictus Medal, and how important is the Benedictus Medal for us, how the Benedictus Medal can protect us. I brought some out of Italy, and here I would like to give one killing with the Benedictus Medal. You can put the keys of your house, you can put the keys of your car, you can put any keys, you can hang it anywhere. And I am sure Father James will explain much better than me what is a Benedictus Medal is. So, who wants to have this killing? Or this afternoon, in the way that the Lord will give it to you. So have a blessed time.
For your information, all my books will be available at the desk outside during the break. Okay? There's a book about me, my biography. Also there's a biography written by Gabi, both in English and in French. They are available. Also, there's a book called Enter the Ark. You know, when mankind was in sin and God wanted to destroy mankind by flood, God told Noah to make an ark and save life. I think this is a time we have to build an ark. So I wrote a book with the inspirations. All of you asked for my book, I Saw Eternity. Only few copies are available. Those who go first will get it. This is my experience of hell, heaven, and purgatory. Hallelujah. And then a beautiful book about the Holy Spirit by name Eureka. Eureka. And so this is all about the Holy Spirit. And all about prayer. You will find in a book called Prayer Does Wonders. Also there is a beautiful book which I have written about 10 moments Jesus shed his blood for us. It is also available in both languages. Also there is a book about Holy Eucharist, a beautiful book with a picture of Saint John Paul II. And that is, he touched me and healed me.